guys, you ready for your next comic coming to the stage? All right. Your next comic has recently disappeared for longer than the previous time he disappeared when he spent a long time in jail and then homeless. But we're glad to see that he's alive. Please put your hands together, everybody, for Joel Elliott!
Yeah, give it up for the fact that this time that I disappeared, I wasn't in jail. Oh, and as you can see, I just came from work. I've been coming to this open mic for more than 2 years now. Now I get it. Now that I'm working in the service industry, I understand TGIM, because weekend service is over, right? I get it now, Matthew. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Aaron mentioned dating apps earlier. I've been trying a new dating app. It's designed to be like a time saver for people over 30. It's called Google Image Search. You just bring up a bunch of faces, swipe whichever direction you want. It doesn't matter. You just skip right to the disappointment. Oh God, and Will mentioned the Piggly Wiggly. I'm not used to the South. I'm not from around here. And the first time I went to a Piggly Wiggly, I walked into the door. Because they didn't have automatic doors. It was just that kind of, where I come from, doors open for you in stores. I literally just walked face first into the door because I just expected it to open. But no, down here they do things a little bit differently. God, I'm a little freaked out because the weirdest thing happened this morning. This morning, when I woke up in Alabama. It was, I don't know how you guys deal with it. I'm sorry. Huntsville is great. My email address is stuckinhuntsville@gmail.com. And it's not because I think Huntsville's a terrible place. It's because, every time I get to, the city limits and I look out over the rest of Alabama, I hear those banjos from Deliverance and I just turn around and I go right back in. I'm stuck here just because I'm scared of every other place in Alabama but here. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about it because, all the music on the radio and in the malls and all the decorations that are up. But happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody. It's Martin Luther King Day. Round of applause. Who here would like to see, a society where, everybody's treated equally and, with justice? Round of applause. I am in Alabama. Oh, my God. Okay. So none of you, but that's okay. I'm still, for Martin Luther King Day, I want to give you some steps that we can take, because language is important, and here's some real simple steps that we can take to get, more even treatment for people. Okay, whenever you're telling a story, make sure that you point out the white guy in the story. This guy came into my work and he made this really complicated order, and then 20 minutes later, this white guy came in and he made the same order, and it was weird. And just always point out the white guy. This is an important thing. Whenever you're going to a wedding between a man and a woman, make sure you refer to it as a straight marriage. I need off next weekend because my cousin's getting straight married to his girlfriend. That's another thing we can do. Also, use the phrase, whenever you say that a man is doing something well, use the phrase, for a man. Like Derek Jeter, he's a really great baseball player, for a man. I think we can get a little closer to, an even playing field if we use these steps. Every once in a while when you're talking to a white person, tell them that you're impressed that they speak really well. That's a thing you can do to just kind of even it up. Oh, and also, this is one that I just don't have the guts to do, but I want every one of you in here tonight to do this just once in your life. When you're talking to a white person, just reach out and touch their hair. And when they, as they should, recoil in horror, just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I just think that white people's hair feels neat, I think, we get a little close. I'm just saying, getting everybody treated well is not going to work, so let's just try treating everybody as shitty as we treat the minorities, and then, maybe we'll be we'll be in a better place. My backstory, like Matthew Tate said, I came to this comedy scene by like doing a couple of sets and then going to jail and then being homeless and coming back. And when I was living on the street, I had this thing where I would announce myself as the #1 homeless comedian in Huntsville, Alabama. The joke there being that like none of the other comics had lost their housing yet, you know. Yeah, because like if you're a creative person, if you're a person with a penchant for creativity, being on the street, it's it's not an unusual thing. You guys remember the band Creed? I mean, yeah, like I used to work at a pop radio station years ago, and I had to play the Creed music like a lot. And then like 10 years later, when I find myself living on the streets, there's like this news story that Scott Stapp from Creed is also living on the streets. I'm like, holy crap, what happened? What happened there? I don't understand why he didn't just like go to open mics and pretend to be a celebrity like I did, because it worked for me, like. I figure if you show up to an open mic, like a music open mic, and you're like, hi, I'm the guy from Creed, like, I figure you'd be able to like network enough to get a job or a gig or something. And when I saw that news story happen, I kept envisioning like the dude from Creed like walking through a mall just killing time, and then like his song comes on the speakers and he's just kind of mumbling to himself, can you take me higher? Can you spare some change for crack? I don't know if it was drugs with Scott Stapp. I was a weird homeless guy because it wasn't drugs for me. It's unless you count love as a drug. I got to the street because I have no self-esteem, and I stayed for 9.5 years in like a domestically abusive relationship. There came a point where it was just so bad that I was like, all right, well, I haven't wanted to live for most of my life. Well, let's just ride this out and see how far south it can go. Turns out how far south it can go is Alabama. I got married in Pennsylvania, and then I woke up one day, I was like, holy crap, I just woke up in Alabama, what's going on? You would think I'd be used to it by now. This is the 1,203rd consecutive day that I've woken up in Alabama, but every time I'm like, oh man, wow, yeah, that happened. God, it's weird, because I built it up so much. When I first came to the comedy scene, I built up that that I was living on the streets and stuff. People associate me with homelessness. I was only homeless for like 2 months, and I've been living indoors since then, and it's been a couple of years. Last year I didn't work all that much. It got close, but I've been indoors for a long time. But still, people think of me as their homeless friend. And I feel like it's the closest that I will ever get to being the black friend in the friend group. Because you have no idea how many times it has happened that somebody who knows me is telling a story, and when they get to the point of the story where they say that the homeless guy came in, they look over at me and they're like, okay, wait, is Joel gonna be cool with this? Because he used to be a homeless guy. I've had people bring up homeless people and be like, oh, no offense. And, it's a race that you enter, and then for the rest of your life, then you're the homeless dude. I realize that I still look like one, but I shaved my neck for you guys tonight because the difference between a clean-shaven neckline is the difference between somebody who is growing a hipster beard and somebody who is just letting themselves go entirely. I realize that it's like a Clark Kent level disguise, what, is that super depressed man over there? Oh no, his neckline's clean shaven. No, that's just a mild-mannered hipster. Maggie Meyers, you guys have been great. I, on the other hand, have been Joel Elliott.
Joel Elliott, everybody. By the way, just because it's apropos to something that I experienced the other day, Joel, and this would be something you'd normally video for your thing you do, but do you remember that time that we went to Furniture Factory?
Oh my God, barely.
Yeah. Once upon a time when Joel was just starting out as a burgeoning comic here in Huntsville, we did an open mic over at Partners back when that was a thing, and we decided after the open mic we'd walk next door to the furniture factory, and I was Joel's ride at the time. So Joel had a backpack on, and we got stopped by the door guy, and he said, "What's in the backpack?" And Joel said,
"Everything I own." I'm pretty sure.
And the door guy said, "Well, we can't let you come in." And that's why I've never been back to Furniture Factory.
Well, that and the meth.
I had a weird experience last night, by the way. Do you know Old Town Coffee Shop?
Yeah.
So I stopped by there to play some chess before I came up here last night, and I was carrying my PS4 in my bag because we do Nerd Night here on Sundays. And so I was bringing my PS4 around town to hook it up here, and so I'm carrying this bag into Old Town Coffee Shop, and one of the employees asked me, "What's in the bag?" And I went, "Some expensive electronics I don't want to leave in my car." And they let me in. The point is, fuck Furniture Factory. Y'all ready for your next comic coming to the stage? All right, please put your hands together.